My name's Joy Watito. I'm 36 years old. I have sickle cell disease. Mimi ni mkazi wa Bungoma County. And nilizaliwa na hii ugonjwa ya sickle cell. Okay, I discovered that I have sickle cell at the age of around, was it 4 months, I think. Because that is when, okay, my parents realized that I was a sickle at the age of 4 months because they were telling me that I was born a weakling. I was kind of sick every now and then. They used to rush me to hospital. So until that time when they discovered that it was actually sickle cell that was draining my blood, that was around 4 months old. So from there, I've lived with sickle cell up to now. Although sickle cell, I can say ni ugonjwa ambao ni wa damu, unaambukizwa from both parents so if both parents are carriers of the disease, kama baba na mama wako na zile chembe chembe za sickle cell, then unakuta kwamba mtoto atazaliwa akiwa na ugonjwa wa sickle cell. So mimi nilizaliwa na huo ugonjwa wa sickle cell kwa maana wazazi wangu wako na zile chembe chembe za sickle cell ndani yao. Although the percentage is low for them, that is why wanaitwa carriers. So for me nilitoka SS, yani as in full sickle cell, but for them ni AS. My mother is AS, my dad is also AS. So genetically mimi nikatoka na SS. So mimi niko na sickle cell, hao ni carriers. So kulingana na, according to them they are SS, but sasa hawana wako tu na ile trait, like hawana ile ugonjwa, like yani it is just dormant in them. So for me, mimi ndio sasa na feel that those pains. So sickle cell ina manifest whereby unapata like unakosa damu, inapungua mwilini. Unakuta ya kwamba ukiwa mgonjwa unakuta kwamba zile chembe chembe za damu haziko ile shape ambayo inafaa kuwa like for a normal person. So they tend to inafuata ile sickle shape. So sickle shape inamaanisha, maanake like for the full ile chembe chembe zile ambazo ziko normal zinakuanga biconcave. And being biconcave zinamaanisha, unajua damu, chembe chembe za damu, red blood cells, ndizo zinafaa kupitisha oxygen and all the nutrients to supply in the body. So you find that kama mtu ako na sickle cell, zile chembe chembe they are not full, ziko sickled. And when ziko sickled, inamaanisha kwamba oxygen supply in the body inakuwa limited. Unapata kwamba nutrients supply in the body pia inakuwa limited. Hazina that full capacity kusambaza the necessary requirements kwa mwili fully as a normal person. So unapata kwamba for a sickle cell child, unakuta kwamba every now and then those blood cells wakati zinapita kwa the blood vessels, they get stuck. Maana haziko round venye zinafaa kuwa, they are sickle. So zikipita zinapata kunjana, so they can't flow well. Na zikiwa stuck mahali in a blood vessel, you find that they cause pain. Na hiyo uchungu is what now we call a sickle cell crisis. So that pain is brought about when those cells zinakwama mahali pamoja. And then that is when now we experience pain. That is when now unapata kwamba pia damu kwa mwili inaenda chini. Unapata kwamba like, and then the pain is not just like any other pain. It is ile severe pain, like pain, real pain. You know, people say like they know pain, but they don't know pain, real pain. Kwa sababu unapata mostly they get stuck where like kwa joints mostly, because unapata sicklers mostly they cry of joint pains, because sasa unapata kwa joints, that is where now blood flow inakuwa ngumu, so hizo chembe zina kupita inakuwa hard. So most of the time unapata like unalia joint pains, mikono zinakataa, miguu, anywhere where there is like any joint there is pain, and then the back, the bone pain, like everywhere, literally anywhere unapata kwamba mtu analia maumivu. And then so now with sickle cell, now that nimesema hapo nyuma kwamba the supply of nutrients and oxygen is limited. So when someone is in crisis, unapata kwamba ama kama ako na sickle cell, ugonjwa wa sickle cell, unapata kwamba macho zinabaki kuwa yellow most of the time. They are ever like yellowish. Alafu wanakuwa the supply oxygen inakuwa low kwa mwili, especially kama uko in a crisis. When you are in pain, the oxygen levels inaenda chini. So you find that when someone is in that pain, they need oxygen. They need to be supplied with oxygen. And then sasa hizo chembe zinapofanya hivyo, zinapokwama hivyo, you know, now they are being destroyed. Zina shred haraka, zinakuwa destroyed very fast. Unlike a normal human being, they usually, you know, for a normal red blood cell of a normal human being, they usually take like 3 to 4 months. That is around 90 to 120 days to manufacture new blood cells in the body. But for someone with sickle cell, because this cell iko shape tofauti, inakuja na shape different, so you find that the rate at which they die is very fast. Sasa unakuta mtu mwenye ako na ugonjwa wa sickle cell anapungukiwa na damu mwilini, because they can't go up to that 120 ama those 90 days ndio hapa they again tena to manufacture those chembe they can't stay for that long. So you find that after a period of like a week or so, or time yoyote, they tend to shed very fast. Sasa unapata mtu wa sickle cell mwenye ako na ugonjwa wa selimundu ama sickle cell anemia, tunaishiwa na damu most of the time. And now so we are supposed to live on medications zenye zinasaidia kuboost blood levels so that it doesn't go down so fast. And then also apart from madawa ya kusaidia kuongeza damu, these are the like our bodies cannot fight, like haiko strong like a normal person kujipigania yenyewe. So you find that when something small comes, ama like nijigonge kidogo, ama like I have a mosquito bite, my capacity to withstand that is a bit different na a normal person. So unapata kwamba a single mosquito bite inaweza niletea shida, it will land me into crisis because my body cannot fight on its own. So that is why we have those madawa ambazo we have to use daily to boost us. They are just like our boosters, not that zitatuzuia going into a crisis, but at least to prevent those crises from coming frequently. So unapata like we have madawa kama paludrin, which we are supposed to take, especially those people living in Western and Nyanza regions, so that because these are the areas that are prone to mosquitoes so much. Sasa hiyo madawa inasaidia ile malaria as in kwenda chini, just like any other person. Like we are being told we are supposed to sleep in a mosquito net. So in as much as we take those measures, we are also supposed to take those prophylaxis medications kama paludrin ku prevent, at least kuzuia, so that in case of a mosquito bite usikue na malaria. Then we have also drugs like hydroxyurea. For me I take hydroxyurea. Hiyo tu ni madawa ambazo zinasaidia kuboost mwili so that to fight the sickle cell. Yeah, so we have the hydroxyurea. That one is supposed to take daily. So it depends with how old someone is, and also I think the age. It depends with the age and then the weight of the patient. So unapata kuna yule anameza tembe 4 za that drug, kuna yule anameza tembe 1 hivyo, depending on the age na the weight. And then apart from that, so there is folic, there is hydroxyurea, there is paludrin, and then we also have drugs like pain V ama antibiotics, naitwa antibiotics to boost us so that in case of any infection. Nimekwambia like mtu kama mimi nikijikata ama like nijigonge mahali, that place definitely haitapona, like itataka ilete issues because my body cannot fight on its own. So nahitaji that preventive medications kama pain V kuzuilia, at least kusaidia mwili to fight, so in case of those two infections. But in case one is in crisis, when you go to hospital, you are supposed, unapewa, they check on, the first thing they have to do, they have to check on your level of oxygen. They have to do the tests, waone kwamba blood level yako, if it is low, they add you blood, you are given more blood. If then they check whatever triggered the crisis, the pain, they have to check, wafanye blood works, wa confirm nini exactly kili trigger the pain. Then maybe you are put on medication depending on whatever the outcome, the findings of the blood works. So anything else? Okay, maybe I'll just have to say si kitu rahisi, because apart from hiyo madawa and everything, you know, pia we have this, you have to, unafaa ukule vizuri, you have to eat well, stay well, like just ishi tu maisha like you live like unakaa kama like what tunaambiwa hospitali, like unakaa kama mayai, like if you are given an egg hivi kwa mkono, you have to bembeleza that egg so that it doesn't crack or ama isijaribu ianguke. So that is how we are just supposed to take care of ourselves, like una make sure kwamba the meals you take, kila kitu unachofanya, like yani you try as much as possible to avoid any single pain. Like kama unakuta kwamba when it is hot, like right now it is extremely hot, we have a very big challenge. You're supposed to drink water every now and then. You know that water, like a sickle is supposed kukunywa maji to be ever taking fluids, because kusaidia those cells, you know, they are sickled, so lazima zipite kwa damu. So when your blood is a bit thick, ama like flow inakuwa haiko vizuri, they will get stuck and you will get pain. So we are being advised unashinda kwa maji. So you find that kama saa hizi msimu kama huu wa jua kali, it is a big challenge, because in as much as unashinda kwa maji, definitely you will have pain in one way or another, because it's too extreme. Then also when it's too cold also, you just have to take caution. Unafaa, yes, you hydrate, unafaa just take all the measures, unafaa keep warm and you do everything. So we just have to, for us sicklers, we advise not to do too much extremes, zinaleta shida. And then also we are supposed to, yani tu una limit everything. Like you are supposed to, for example, you are not supposed kukuwa stressed up. You are supposed to manage your anger levels. Like nothing kabisa, even if you are being told right now, hey, someone has died who is close to you, you are supposed to, the way you are supposed to take in that information, inafaa ikuwe tu like moderate, so that, because unajua if you overreact, you will go into crisis. So which is a challenge definitely, because as human beings, lazima tu mtu stress itakuja in one way or another. You find that hata kwa masomo, everything, definitely lazima kuna kitu itakustress, but it is just the way you like you manage it. So unapata kuna wale ambao, okay, the pain is not that much, but pia, okay, in as much as yes, you can't say kwamba the way someone ana manage ndio kwamba itapunguka ama itaisha. You can find that yes, you are taking all the measures, you are taking all caution, but at times when pain imekata tu, yeah. So we can say that kuna something yenye you can do and you are free from pain. But what I know is that maybe, you know, okay, tukiwa wadogo we are being advised, unaambiwa kwamba at times we are being told kwamba you can't reach the age of 18, you can't reach 12, kwamba maximum sicklers wanafikanga age 12 and then they die. But I think that was just a myth or something, because right now we have seen sicklers wanaenda even up to 90 something years, and for me I'm above 30. So I think it is just God. Just like any other human being, sicklers we live just our normal lives. Inategemea tu bora you take caution of some things, and then like you take the advice of the doctors, and then you eat well, keep off some of these stuff, stresses, triggers yenye unajua tu these are some of the triggers, because sickle cell pia iko na triggers zake. Kuna zile tu triggers yenye unajua hii nikifanya definitely I'll go into pain, that is automatic. So if you avoid those triggers, do everything there, like kila kitu inafaa kufanywa, I think pia it helps a lot. So for now mimi I'm at age 36, although the challenges are a bit many, because nimeona like it got to a point the complications zikakuwa mingi, because I developed leg ulcers. Leg ulcers ni hizi two wounds they form because of sickle cell. They, like with sickle cell, definitely mtu ako na blood supply inakuwa limited. So unajua kama when someone ako na damu kidogo, then the flow also, blood supply kwa mwili especially down there inakuwa limited. So when it's limited, unapata kwamba the wounds form mostly kwa miguu. You find that most sicklers tunakuwa na wounds kwa miguu, and when those wounds form, zinachukua muda ku heal because of poor blood circulation. So I've had the leg ulcers for a while. Zimekuwa challenge and they are very painful. They come because of the sickle cell. So at times unapata kama blood supply iko vizuri, when everything is okay, they tend to zinafanya kama zina heal. Then inafika mahali tena kukiwa na trigger tena, unapata tena they zinakata tena. So you just have to manage. For me, I have leg ulcers that came about because of sickle cell. I also have DVT, extensive DVT on both legs, the right and the left femoral. Ziko na DVT, which also came about because of sickle cell. So I'm also on extra medications that are supposed to manage the DVT. I'm on a drug called Xarelto and Clexane. Those are just basically injections zenye natumia daily, because DVT is basically ni blood ili block in the vessels, so zika form clots, which karibu zinimalize, but I thank God that I'm still alive. So I'm managing those clots as they didn't go completely. They are still zina stress kiasi, because they are just there. They cause pain every now and then, and now sasa having it in the body is also a trigger, because every now and then sasa it causes pain, and when they start paining, definitely the whole body inaanza kuuma, you go into crisis. So I'm managing that by kumeza hizo madawa on top of my daily medications zile za sickle cell. Then I have, at times I take extra meds for the wounds, for the leg ulcers. I have leg ulcers on both legs pia. Yeah, and then so come last year has been a very tough year for me actually, because nimekuwa in out of hospital. I think if I'm alive by now, it's just by the grace of God, because ilifika November and I was very sick. I tried all the transfusion and everything, but it couldn't work. So until now, the only option, the doctors advised that I go drain my blood, niekewe damu ingine, like I drain everything in the system. And so that is called apheresis. So apheresis is a new technique ambayo imekuja. Okay, it's quite expensive, yes, but it's a new technique and it's done. I don't think it's done here in Bungoma. Inafanyika in Nairobi in some hospitals. So I think it came. I think the doctors waliamua kuleta that technique in the country, because because of those sicklers wenye wako with so much complications. Like for me, I'm telling, like nimewambia, like I have DVT extensive on both limbs, so ilifika mali ikakataa. So those patients wenye wanakuanga unapata like a sickler can go into stroke, can go into coma, and all those so many complications. So they had to come up with something kusaidia kupunguza hayo makali. So this procedure is called apheresis. It's just basically blood exchange whereby they drain, they look for those sicklers wenye wako critically ill. So whereby unajua when you are in pain inakuanga kwamba like all your blood inakuanga imeturn into sickle. So the more the pain, the more the sickle. Just know that all your blood itakuwa imeturn. On a normal day, like when you are not in pain, utapata kwamba ziko mixed up. Kuna zile zenye zimejikunja, kuna zile ziko normal. So when your blood iko in that shape, definitely it's just like it's useless in the body. It can't function. So inashinda ikitoka tu. We find that someone in that state ako yellow like they are jaundiced kabisa. So you find even their body, their skin color is yellow. Unapata hata mkojo, everything is just dark. So hiyo inaitwa hemolysis, whereby your blood, it is just shedding off. It's just like useless in the body. Sa inashinda, it has to live. So the liver is just trying to process it, okay, because it's useless. In as much as hata ikikwama kwa mwili, it won't help. Already sharibika, so it goes. So unapata, so when I was in that state, okay, I went for that procedure. They advised I go for it. So they had to remove all the blood, all the sickled blood. Nikapewa fresh blood. That is just normal blood from a normal person to help me. And like I told you people, for a normal person, that blood inakaa around 90 to 120 days. So this technique helps sicklers when you are so sick in that. Okay, it doesn't cure sickle cell. Ni kitu tu ya kusaidia, yani at least to boost someone's. Sorry about that. Okay, I went for apheresis last year. That was in December. Nikafanyiwa apheresis, nikaekewa new blood, which has helped because nilikuwa literally in hospital like full time. But since nifanyiwe, at least saizi I'm better off. Imeni boost, at least I have, at least niko na energy mpya. So in as much as I continue with my daily medications and all that, I think that procedure has helped me. And I'll advise parents, although it's an expensive procedure because it's done, I think it's done in Aga Khan, Pisha, Nairobi Hospital, and Nairobi West. Kenyatta, yes, I know it's done, but you know, with the logistics, the queue and all that, I think by the time maybe ufike, maybe it can take like months or so. I don't know, I can't tell about that. But these other hospitals, it's done. It's 250,000. That is if you are an outpatient. The procedure itself is 250,000, which I don't think it's covered by any insurance. You have to pay cash. So if you go as an inpatient, definitely you will pay more because hizi vitu zingine. But procedure just itself, whereby wanasema okay, we have drained the blood and tumekuwekea ingine, we haven't done any other thing. It's just 250,000 in those hospitals that I've mentioned. So kama kutakuwa na ingine, definitely the bill will go up. But it's a good procedure if maybe a parent anaona kama mtoto amefika mwisho ama they have been in too much pain and too much crisis, they can go for the procedure in as much as it is expensive, although it's supposed to be done like frequently. So we are advised whereby ukianza ukifanya, it's just like dialysis. After like so after that period, after like 6 weeks or so, 6 weeks, ama kama you can stretch, kama maybe you can stretch up to 90 days or 120 days, you go for another one. So basically, if someone can manage to go for it like 3 to 4 times a year, it helps to boost so that you are not in hospital every now and then, because you can find that like last year mimi nilikuwa admitted like almost every month. I'm in the ward, I'm being transfused, they are doing everything, but nothing is working until I had to go for the procedure. That's when now sasa I think my body sasa tena it came back to normal sasa, to its normal senses. So I think right now I can't say that I'm off the crisis full time, full kabisa, because I'm still struggling with the leg ulcers, pains. I still have pains on the legs. I still have the DVT, yes, but in as much as yes they are there is pain, at least there is some positive improvement. So I'm yet to go for another procedure in March. Pesa ndiyo imekuwa shida because it's an expensive one. The last time I paid, I coughed around 700,000. Na ujue saa hiyo you haven't included your daily medications. You haven't included any other thing. Just traveling from here to Nairobi to do it. But well, they say cha muhimu ni maisha, si ndio? Yeah, so natafuta pesa. I don't know if you guys can help. I don't know where I get that from. I've tried kutafuta our governor hapa hivi, see if he can at least try to assist so that I go for my second one, because the first one has really helped me. So nikipata financial aid I can go for it, but right now I don't know where I get that from. Najua my next appointment is in March tarehe 3. Yeah, I don't know, but naomba Mungu. I've tried to look for hapa hivi kwa county, nimejaribu kuwatafuta, nimeenda kwa ofisi ya the minister wa health. I've tried talking to them. I don't know what they are doing, but walisema they'll get back to me. So I'm waiting. So far I haven't managed to see the governor yet. Nimemtafuta for since January, but sija manage, but I'm still haven't given up because I have to find him. So maybe I don't know if this information will get to him or not, but if he can assist on that, I'll be grateful. And also other sick Nairobi, because mimi I feel because it has helped me as an individual. So kama county yetu Bungoma County, because you know the number of sickle cell in the county, the numbers are coming up at a very high speed. I don't know why, but I think maybe I'll advise if for those upcoming parents, I think we have a machine, and we have it here in the county. We brought that machine here because of the rising numbers, the HP electrophoresis machine. So if parents can come out na wakuje to just to test for sickle cell, they do the test. The test isn't that expensive compared to what you will have to cough when you are being told your child has sickle cell. So I think when parents can come out to attest for that, itasaidia so that you don't end up like wazazi wawili, you have the same you are carriers, you end up bringing forth someone with sickle cell. To raise that kid is very, very difficult and expensive. And like I said, the numbers are so up that if our county inaweza, through our governor, kama inaweza tusaidia, we bring that, we do that, we bring those machines, that not the apheresis machines here in Bungoma, instead of, because it's expensive. So instead of going all the way to Nairobi kutafuta hiyo usaidizi at a very high cost, if the county can embrace that na wailete mashinani hapa in our hospital, just one machine, so that we can have those critically ill patients wakwe wanafanyiwa the procedure, because what is really needed is just blood. For like sasa, if I have like maybe my blood level is 8, so what they do basically is they drain out that 8 units of blood inside of me, and they give me the 8 new units of blood. Not that wanaitoa waoshe, wanatoa and then they discard it because it's like useless. So they have to give me new 8 units of blood. So what is basically needed is blood, and we have a blood bank here in Bungoma, which nashukuru our hospital imejaribu, because we have a blood bank with us. So if we can have people come out to give blood, and if our ministry yetu inaweza tusaidia so that we have that machine with us here in Bungoma, because huku grassroots ndio kwenye hii shida iko sana, so that these children wanaweza saidika at a lower price, and if NHIF pia inaweza come up so that to cover for the cost of that procedure, I think tutasaidia kutoa these many deaths, because the rate at which pia sickle cell patients are dying pia iko very up, and you find that a patient dies because maybe they lacked oxygen, or maybe unapata a parent maybe alifika hospitali when the child was already alikuwa in so much pain. And you know, as sicklers we advised, when we feel you are in pain, just rush to hospital, because when that pain flares up, it means that you don't know, because it is so much intense pain in that inaweza destroy the organ, and once the organs are destroyed, definitely your chances of survival are minimal. You find that when the pain is too much, unapata a patient will complicate, maybe atapata cardiac arrest, or maybe the kidneys will fail, or you don't know which organ will fail, and you know once it fails, hivyo ndio mtu ameenda. So you find that kwenda mtu akimbia afike hospitali, ama saa ingine parents decide, ama mtu ana decide, let me just manage it at home, but this is not a condition to be managed in the house, because the pain is so severe. Wanakuanga wamechoka sana, anakuambia just try, just vumilia, you get. Anakuambia maybe ama like pain imekuja usiku, you are being told just jikaze. Yes, you can jikaze like that. You can find that mama patient, mzazi maybe hana hata pesa ya like that, they're just hoping maybe by morning akuwa ametulia uchungu kiasi, because they have been in hospital. You find that unaweza kuwa umedischargewa today from hospital, unafika kwa nyumba, hujakaa even an hour, the pain is back again, you're going back. You know, ni kitu inachosha. It's so draining, not just for the sicklers themselves, but even for the caregivers, the parents that are taking care of these children. The parents that are taking care of us, they just have to be applauded, because they are doing a very great job. Yenye no one, unapata hata some couples, they have separated, because unapata mtu anakuambia no, huyu mtoto akona sickle cell aje, hii sisi hatuijui kwetu, so anakuachanisha hivyo with a child with sickle cell. Sickle cell is an expensive disease to manage. So ukiniacha hivyo, and sickle cell comes about when two people, not just one person. It comes about with two people. So you people form that child pamoja. Haikuji na mtu mmoja. Definitely ni nyinyi wawili. And if it is two people, then definitely you have to take care of that child nyinyi wawili. Unfortunately, there's so much ignorance that watu wanafikiria. Wengine they think it's witchcraft. So there's less information in the country. Uko mashinani, there's less information about the disease, which we are trying. Okay, mimi, I'm a member of the Sickle Cell Federation, so we are trying, and apart from that, I'm also an advocate, a sickle cell advocate. We pass information across to everyone, telling people kwamba this is not a death sentence, this is not witchcraft, this is not like something yenye mtu naekelewa, ama it's not a disease that nikikaa na wewe I'll get it, utaipata. No, it is just mine and mine alone, because it is inherited from my parents. I got it from my parents. So if it is a blood disorder, si kitu tutakaa na wewe tunaongea hivi and then I pass it across to you. But now sasa people think maybe wengine watasema it's witchcraft, wengine watasema how can we just sit hivi na damu inaisha kwa mwili? It's not possible. But it is possible. It's just a disease like any other. It is scientifically proven that this is a disease and it has no cure. The only cure is maybe those transplant, bone marrow transplant and stem cell transplants. So these other things zenye watu wanatembea sijui acha nikupeleke kwa mtu fulani ukunywe madawa gani. All those are just myths and misunderstandings about the disease. The stigma and all that, they're just misunderstandings zenye zina come about. So I'm just appealing to our government here in Bungoma. if they can help, because the numbers are coming up so fast. We have a sickle cell clinic here. We opened a sickle cell clinic here in Bungoma at the pediatric wing. We have a sickle cell clinic. Like now, right now we have around 700 children who come to the clinic. We have our clinic days mostly it's on Thursday, every Thursday morning. So we opened it, we launched it last year, and as I'm speaking right now, we have around 700 children. So you can imagine 700 that may launch last year around July. So you can imagine that duration, and we already have over 800 children coming to the clinic daily. So the clinics are there, yes, on Thursday, but you know, anytime one can come in kuangaliliwa. It's open full time 24/7 from kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni. So I also appeal that if the government can help so that we have enough supply of medications. Like I said, it is a very expensive disease to manage. So if they can help these parents so that they get the NHI, the national insurance cover to help when they are admitted or something, with medications and all that, people living with sickle cell disease. Because you find that poverty levels pia zinachangia on the mortality rate ya people living with sickle cell disease. In that someone has no any source of income, they have no any other insurance, like, and then you know, like for a sickle cell patient, anytime, like we call the hospital is just like our second home. Today I'm here, tomorrow I'm there, so we are used to. So you find that they have no cover, they have no source of income, they have to get their daily medication daily. You find someone has like 2-3 children living with sickle cell disease. So that parent will just give up on those children and they just look at them. Akingoja, mwingine atakwambia tu, sasa wacha wakufe, hata itanisaidia kwa sababu wanaumia bure, sina la kuwasaidia. They just, ukiangalia mothers, they just tell you, they are desperate to that point, they just tell you, hii uchungu yenye mtoto analia, afadhali hata akufe apumzike. So if someone can reach to the point of saying that, meaning si pain ya kawaida, ni pain mingi. And you know, he is someone mwenye sasa anakuangalia tu ukilia, like they can't help you. Even if they take you to hospital, they can't help you. Atashinda akikuangalia hivyo venye unalia. So you have like 3-4 children with that disease. Una manage huyu, it's draining. So if the county can come in, the ministry can come in and help people living with sickle cell, it can be a great relief to us. Because right now here in Bungoma, what we really need, because we have a clinic, if we can get supply of medicines, if people can come up, watutolee damu, because we really need blood. We have a blood bank here in Bungoma County Referral Hospital. Anyone can walk in any day, any time and give blood. Then it can go a long way. And then also, like I said, if the government can hear us maybe and help us bring that machine here in Bungoma, even if we can just have one and be doing that procedure, just even if it's once per month for one patient, itasaidia. Because children are suffering out there. Sicklers are suffering. We are lacking a lot. And unfortunately, no one hears us. We have tried to reach out to so many people to help us, at least to understand us, to hear us. Because you find like these other diseases, you find like TB medications, some of them are free, right? People living with HIV/AIDS, the government sponsors them. But for us, people living with sickle cell, no one hears us, no one sponsors us. And our daily medications are so very expensive. You find that Paludrin alone is 30 shillings per tablet. One has to take like folic acid, which is around 10 shillings. Paludrin to prevent malaria, that is 30 shillings per tablet. That is on the lower side, 30 shillings per tablet. And you have to take it daily For an adult, maybe take 2 daily. That is 60 bob per day. For hydroxyurea, which also is a basic medication to be taken daily, that is 35 shillings per capsule. So you can imagine if you have to add these other medications, maybe pain medications and what, including the diet, that is quite a lot of money. But the government hasn't at any one point maybe decided kutupea any of these medications for free. Ama iseme tu maybe we can subsidize the cost so that it will be a great thing. Ama like the government will have helped us a lot if they can just go like try to subsidize, don't even just because I know like okay, scrapping of everything maybe can be difficult, but if you can just try to subsidize the costs so that it can be affordable to everyone, tutasaidika sana. So many patients will have at least the basic requirements, the basic medications, so that a mother will just have to look for maybe chakula and all that. So basically that is my cry to our governor here. So if they can consider looking into sickle cell disease and improving the lives of people living with sickle cell in the county, we will appreciate so much. But in the meantime, as a team player and a member of the federation, mine is to keep talking and telling these people and advocating that people should come out in large numbers to get tested, so that so that we can at least manage these numbers. Parents should come out, get tested. If you already have children, just come so that at least you cannot add more. Just get to know, because kama uko na mmoja, you never can tell. If you have one, or maybe if you have you haven't heard of it, yes, you have kids, but you're also planning to have more kids, you just come and try out. Usishangae like these other kids watakuwa utajikuta mtoto utazaa next ni sickle. How? Or we will be like all these children are normal, but you never can tell. Let just people come. See, it's not an expensive thing. What was expensive was the machine, but the county has tried. We have that machine here in the county, at the county referral hospital, the HP electrophoresis machine, which I think the insurance can cover, the NHIF insurance can cover. We have that machine at Bungoma West Hospital. We have the machine at Life Care, I think. So those that can afford going there, they can go. Those that can afford coming to the county referral hospital, let them come so that they get tested. They get to know their status. It will help a lot, so that we don't have these rising numbers. That they shouldn't give up on us. They just should keep on fighting. And those that are not registered with the national insurance, I think they should try. The government itusaidie, the ministry, so that when we have this now, they get these numbers at the clinic, so that we get those that are not on the insurance, so that they can help us insure these people for ease of treatment, of accessing medication. Most of them stay at home because they can't afford coming to hospital every now and then. So they prefer that home-based care, which is not right. You just come to hospital when things have already escalated and maybe it's too late. So if the county can help us, we have a package for these people. We have them insured with the national insurance cover. It can help us a lot. And then the caregivers also, they should just not give up on their children because like they have nothing to do. It is your child, yes. Just embrace it, yes, and take care of it. Sio mzigo ya mtu yoyote. It is yours, yes. It's not your fault that we were born sicklers. It is not your fault that you have a child with sickle cell. It is God's plan. So it's like, okay, first I thought First of all, I thought maybe stigma ni kitu tu inakuja na maybe it was just kwa few people, but I came to realize that it is there and it is still there. That is why I decided I'm going to advocate for sickle cell. I'm going to talk about sickle cell so that I minimize those people. I don't want my fellow warriors, those that are being born, kwamba wakuwe na ile waishi kuface what I have faced, because mimi like I have faced that rejection like everywhere you go, from primary. I think the only people that didn't stigmatize me was my family. But out there, everyone who sees you, they feel like others will tell you like they don't want to, even at school, they don't want to play with you because they think you are going to die on them. So utasukumwa huko, utakaa kando. You will find that the teachers will be talking behind your back. Sasa haka tutakafanya aje? You get like such like stuff. Like just no one wants to associate with, even at workplaces. Ni ngumu sana. People are just, I don't know why people don't want to understand kwamba this is just a disease like any other. It is not a communicable disease. Ni ugonjwa tu kama like it is a ugonjwa tu kama kawaida, haiendi kwa mtu yoyote. Nikikaa nawe sitakuambukiza, nikikula nawe sitakuambukiza. It is a genetic condition. But I think for the sicklers, I just advise them kwamba we just have to stay strong. In as much as someone is discriminating against you, I think the best thing is just to live your life the way you have to, because after all, at the end of the day, they are not going to give you anything. They don't give you food. They don't give you medication. You will just be there with your family. They don't know the pain you're going through. They are not going to add not even a single penny to whatever you are doing or anything. They are not going to add any value to you. It's just that's just negative energy and negative energy to you. I think they just want to destroy you. So the best thing is mtu tu embrace tu lako, to accept yourself. Just live your life the way you feel like. Pursue whatever you want to, and the rest is tough. In fact, the more you accept yourself, kwamba like this is the way I am, you don't have to flow with the crowds. You don't have to go where people are going. Okay, do something according to ile uwezo yako. If you know that, if I know that maybe I can't go party with you because I'm not a party person and my body won't allow. Why should I go party with you? Because like ndio watu wanione kwamba like I also have to feel there huku nje kuna life. Even staying in the house, I can just enjoy myself. Naweza nikaweka tu music and dance and I feel like I'm okay. I don't have to necessarily accompany you people niende huko nje like, and then at the end of the day you people will be okay, mtakuwa mnaendelea na maisha yenu and I'll be in hospital crying of pain. What's the point? Let me just embrace myself and then accept myself, niishi maisha yangu. I know my limits. I know this is where I'm supposed to reach. I know this the places zenye nafaa I keep off, and the life moves on. After all, itajiandika wapi kwamba I went partying? Itajiandika kwa wapi kwamba like I did this and I didn't do that? No. At the end of it, we are all humans. At the end of it, we all have targets to meet. So you are not going to influence my life just because you need this, I need this. No, peer pressure. You know, at times peer pressure is what affects us. And you know, like we said, sicklers hatutaki stress. So why should I stress myself because nataka nikue kama wewe? It is not right. Let us just embrace ourselves, tujikubali kwamba we are sicklers. Do what you know inakufaa, what uwezi, keep off. And then life moves on.